They got 19 million views with just 19 videos. No celebrity appearance, no massive subscriber base, just hypnotic, cinematic, AI-generated chaos. So, I did what any curious creator would do. I copied their strategy. And let me tell you, the results were absolutely insane. Welcome to AI Explorer, where we unlock the most powerful and profitable ways to use AI in your content. Today, I'm breaking down the step-by-step blueprint to create viral, cinematic AI disaster videos using completely free tools. So here's what I found. There's a small YouTube Shorts channel with only 21,000 followers that managed to generate over 19 million views on a single short. Their secret? They tapped into a completely untapped and surreal AI niche, AI-generated natural disasters. These are short, cinematic clips that look like they came out of a $100 million disaster film, except they were made with a laptop, some prompts, and the right tools. The visuals are jaw-dropping, but more importantly, they're emotionally charged and scroll-stopping. Here's why this works so powerfully. It's the perfect pattern interrupt. As people scroll endlessly through their feed, they suddenly see a beach being sucked into a sky vortex or a skyscraper melting into the ocean. Their brain literally has to stop and process. Is it real? Is it fake? What's going on here? That combination of awe, confusion, and cinematic tension makes this niche one of the most addictive and viral formats I've seen. And despite how complicated it looks, you can do it too with no budget. So here's what we're going to do. I'll walk you through the exact blueprint you need to follow, from the idea to the visuals to the sound design and final edit. By the end of this video, you'll be able to make your own viral AI disaster short from scratch using free tools. Let's start with the most important part of any video, the idea. All great content begins with a strong concept. So open your creative command center, ChatGPT. But don't just type something basic like natural disaster video ideas. That's what everyone does. Instead, prompt ChatGPT to act like a creative film director. Ask it to generate cinematic, surreal disaster scenarios that combine something familiar like a school, park, or highway with something totally impossible like the moon crashing into it, or a wave of fire swallowing a city block. The tension between the ordinary and the catastrophic is where virality lives. You're looking for visuals that are weird, extreme, emotional, and impossible to ignore. Once you've found your big idea, it's time to flesh it out. Ask ChatGPT to now act as a screenwriter or director and generate 4 detailed cinematic scene prompts based on your concept. These will serve as your storyboard. Each scene should include rich detail, movement, weather, light, emotion, and scale. This is where your creative world gets built, and it's what will guide every step from here on out. Next, we bring these scenes to life. You've got 2 visual paths to choose from. If you're in a rush or want maximum quality, you can use a premium model like Veo 3. Just copy and paste your prompts into Veo, max out the cinematic sliders, set the frame rate to 60 frames per second, and boom, you'll have Ultra HD cinematic footage in minutes. But since this tutorial is all about doing it for free, we're going to follow the second path using Leonardo, AI for image generation, and Kling. AI for animation. First, head over to Leonardo.ai. Choose the Phoenix model, which is known for its photorealism and rich environmental lighting. Set your canvas to 9:16, the perfect vertical size for YouTube Shorts and TikToks. Then paste in your first scene prompt and click Generate. Browse the results and choose the image that hits hardest emotionally. Bonus tip: once you find an image you love, save its seed number. This lets you recreate future scenes with the same lighting and style, giving your content a cohesive visual identity. Now let's animate. Go back to ChatGPT and ask it to write motion prompts for each of your scenes. The goal here is subtle movement that adds tension, not over-the-top action. Upload your selected image into Kling. AI, paste the motion prompt, and click Generate. If it's too fast, add terms like slow camera push-in or gradual dolly zoom. Too slow? Try rapid pan or chaotic shake. You're aiming for movement that enhances the disaster atmosphere without making it look cartoony. Once you've got your animated clips, it's time for the most important piece: sound. Trust me, sound is 50% of your video. Without it, even the most beautiful visuals will fall flat. So go to Pixabay and search for two things: an epic cinematic score that builds tension and emotion, a series of high-quality sound effects like rumbling bass, cracking concrete, breaking glass, and wind whooshes. Layering these sounds together is how you create that Hollywood-level experience for free. Now we bring it all together in your editor. I recommend CapCut. Start by importing your animated scenes, music, and sound effects. Lay out your clips in order on the timeline. Your first scene should run longer, about 5-6 seconds, to build suspense. Then, for your climax scenes, cut quickly 1-2 second bursts to create tension and chaos. Add simple 0.2 second crossfade transitions between each scene for seamless flow. Now layer your sound. Add ambient sounds under every scene. Use a J-cut by starting your rumble, crack sound before the visual impact. Time your glass breaking or explosion SFX to hit on the exact frame of impact. This makes your viewer feel the disaster, not just see it. Want to go pro? Here's a bonus tip. Apply a speed ramp to your climax scene. Slow it down to 0.5x speed just before impact, then ramp it back to normal. This gives you that dramatic slow motion effect you see in trailers and big budget movies. For the final touch, do a quick color grade. Select all your clips, boost saturation to +10 to make colors pop, and add vignette +10 to darken the corners slightly. This subtle effect simulates a real camera lens and makes even the most surreal scenes feel almost believable. Export your final video in 1080p at 60 frames per second and you're done. You now have everything you need to dominate this high-viral, high-impact AI niche. But remember, this strategy only works if you do the work. Success in this game isn't about getting lucky. It's about showing up consistently, refining your approach, and evolving based on feedback. At AI Explorer, I don't just share theories, I give you actionable blueprints for content, monetization, and using AI like a pro. If you want deeper training, access to my private monetized YouTube channels, or exclusive community calls, check out the links in the description below. Hit like if this helped, subscribe if you're serious, and drop a comment if you're diving into this niche. I'll see you in the next deep dive.